everyone, so it's pretty much tax season. April 15th is that day you gotta submit your payments or file your taxes by. And if you're like me, I owe payment on my tax return, then you can actually use your credit card to pay for that. Now, this is only ideal if you want to hit a particular credit card sign up bonus. For example, you just got a really nice travel credit card or one of those other high-end credit cards that require quite a bit of minimum spend in order to get that sign-up bonus, then Plastiq is the way to go, especially if you owe quite a bit on your taxes. Now, if you've been following my channel, you might have already seen my other video that I had done on Plastiq a few years ago, in which I showed how useful Plastiq can be to pay for quite a few other living expenses, including mortgage, rent, even your tuition. So Plastiq can of course be used to pay for those things as well. So consider that if you don't want to just use your credit card to pay for taxes. Plus, checks are mailed out via first-class pre-sorted mail, so you don't have to worry about it getting lost in the guaranteed delivery, or they'll pay the late fees for you. But anyways, this video is just dedicated on how you can use Plastiq to pay for your taxes, both federal as well as your state tax. Now, before I walk you through the process of using Plastiq, you want to go ahead and file your tax returns for federal and state, and then select paper check as the method of payment. So basically, you're paying Plastiq with your credit card, so they'll be mailing the check on your behalf. So once you have that all set, here's what you have to do. If you're not already signed up with Plastiq, definitely do so by using my referral link down below. That way you can take advantage of their promotional fee-free dollars. So right now you can get 1,000 fee-free dollars after spending $2,500 with Plastiq. So that's a pretty decent deal, especially if you already owe that much with taxes anyway. So that means you can use your credit card again in the future. And any cashback you earn from your credit card would not be offset with the transactional fees. So after you finish creating your account, you want to go ahead and click on the link I have in the description. It will direct you to Plastiq's tax paying page. Here you can select federal or tax, whichever one you want to pay for. I do know that certain states require you to send in a particular documentation with the check, so in that case it might not be the best to have Plastiq send that for you. But at least with federal taxes, you can just send the check directly as long as you reference your social security number and anything else that they have listed. So once you pick your state, you pick what kind of tax you're filing for, and you just click pay your taxes. And if for some reason you're not signed in already, you want to go ahead and sign in at this point. And then the next page will show the recipient. In this case, it's the IRS. And so if you really want to, you can click that drop down menu to verify the address. Otherwise, you can click continue. Afterwards, you want to go ahead and enter the exact payment amount that you'll be paying to the IRS, as well as the payment type, and this will auto-populate based on your initial selection. Then this next screen is where you put in your personal information. So once the IRS receives the check, they can identify you. So you want to put in your taxpayer full name, your ID, whether it's your business's ID or your social security number. And then the third item is basically a little memo for both you and also the Internal Bureau to identify what it is for. Next, pick the day you want it to be delivered by. You don't have to pay any kind of additional fee as long as it's 1 week out or more. Otherwise, if you really had to submit it earlier than that, you can pay an additional fee. Then on the screen, you can actually upload any supporting documentation. So for example, like I said with the state tax earlier, you could also technically upload any additional paperwork that you have to send alongside the check. And then this screen, you have to pick the payment method of choice. If you don't have a credit card on file already, you can go ahead and add it now. And you can see that there is that transactional fee that's applied to the order, but I have quite a few fee-free dollars, so I apply it to that order. So now my payment total is exactly how much I need to owe to the IRS. And then finally, this is the summary screen, so you can double check the information that you entered before you hit submit payment. And then you can actually track in your Plastiq account which payments are still pending, which ones you have scheduled, as well as which one have been completed and deposited, and it will show which day that the check was deposited so you can verify. And just for reference, this is how Plastiq mails their checks. You can see the stamp says first class pre-sorted in the upper right corner. So once again, my referral link is down in the description. Make sure you use that to sign up so you can get those fee-free dollars.